Hey guys, on my informative speech today, I want to talk to you guys about how things are done in the ERs right now with this whole COVID stuff. I've had people go to the ER and they ask like, am I allowed to be here? Am I allowed to bring, my mom, dad, whatever, as patients, of course. And yes, you guys are allowed to go to the ER. A lot of people are scared to go to the ER right now because of this COVID stuff going on. But I mean, if it's an emergency, it's an emergency. We're not going to turn you guys away. Um, so when you get to the ER, last week, like right now, I'm working as a screener, so I'm right at the door, and I screen everybody that comes in, check to see if they have any symptoms, if they have the usual, the fever, cough, sore throat, stuff like that. I screen them myself, every single patient. That's what I do. And if I suspect they have it, then I call the ER and I let them know, hey, I have this patient, has these vitals, these symptoms, whatever these medical conditions. It just paint a picture of what's going on, and then they decide if they want to you know classify as a PUI, which is a patient under investigation. And then they would put on their whole gear, whatever, and take them into the room. Sometimes we go in through the hallway, other times we go around, depending on how many patients we have, who's there, if it's busy, if there's a lot of people waiting outside. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that go into it. um, Regarding visitors, last week there was no visitors. It didn't matter what it was, there was no visitors because we don't need more people exposed. Even though you're not there because of that, but you never know. I mean, somebody can be walking down the hall and coughing or whatever, and we don't want you to get exposed. Right now, pretty much the way our mentality is, everybody has it until proven otherwise. So we don't want to risk you guys getting sick. We don't need more patients. We don't need that to spread. So that's kind of how it goes regarding patients. Like I said, visitors, no visitors now. Starting, what's today? Tuesday. Starting yesterday, they're allowed one visitor in the ER, no visitors on the floor. Um, Regarding that one visitor, it's only one visitor. That's it. You can't be switching back and forth and all that, because it kind of defeats the purpose of only having one visitor. You know, you can't be like your mom goes, and then oh, she's gonna switch with your dad, and then he's gonna switch with whatever. We don't, like I said, we don't want to expose more people. Another thing is, like, I've been pretty involved in all this going on because of work. I've also done the COVID testing at the mobile sites, which is pretty interesting. There, I mean, we have all our gear. Um, there's like two stations. First station, we get your information, confirm your address, your phone number, all that stuff. And then the next station, that's where we actually do the testing. And when we were doing that, the last time I did it, we were doing roughly 200 um, patients or 200 people a day. And that one's pretty rough because it's in a warehouse. And like I said, having the full gear, the full PPE, it's hot, it's hard to breathe, but I mean, it comes with the territory of working in the medical field. But another thing I want to mention is, I mean, if you guys, I mean, there's some people who believe in it, there's some people who don't. I don't really care. What I feel bad about is when I'm there, I've had minimum one person walk in through the doors a day. One minimum, who I'm like, okay, this person meets every single one, and sure enough, they've had COVID. There's other ones where I'm like, I don't know, but we still treat them as if they have it. But the common denominator that I've seen is that they tell me, oh, my grandson had it, or my niece had it, and the patients coming in are like 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds. And I mean, that kind of breaks my heart because, like I said, if you're young and you want to go out and do whatever you want to do, that's fine. My issue is when you go home, don't visit grandma, don't visit grandpa, your aunts and uncles. If they're a little older than you, or they have a medical history, whether it's diabetes, high blood pressure, whatever it is, avoid visiting them because they're the ones who get affected by it. And I mean, like I said, If you guys want to go out and party, whatever you guys want to do, that's fine. But stay away from the older crowd because they're the ones who keep coming in, who have the shortness of breath. And I've had a couple scary ones because like they have a medical history. They have say diabetes or whatever, high blood pressure. So they tend to have like a pulse ox. They tend to check their temperature and their blood pressure, right? I've had some that come in who have low oxygen saturations and a high fever, but they don't look sick, which is very weird and very scary because, I mean, if you would see these people on the street, you're like, no, they're fine, but they're not. They're not, and they kind of feel okay too. They might feel a little under the weather, but when we get their vitals, we're like, this patient has a temperature of 103.1, and their O2 saturation is like 88, 84, which is pretty low. And these people are walking around with those vitals, and they don't show it. And those, to me, those are the scary cases because, like I said, they look fine, they feel somewhat okay, but they're not. You know, those to me are the scary ones. But like I said, um, just take care of yourself, guys. Wear your mask, wear your gloves if you want. I don't know. The glove ones I'm a little iffy because if you're gonna wear gloves, you're gonna touch everything. Say you go to Walmart, you touch everything, get in your car, you touch everything, and then so your car's got whatever. Then you go home, you may or may not take off your gloves, you touch everything. So it's you're just transferring everything back to your home. It's just a lot easier to go to Walmart, do what you gotta do, wash your hands, get in your vehicle, whatever, or when you get out of your vehicle, again, wash your hands. It's more important to wash your hands than to be wearing gloves because you forget. You have gloves, you touch your face, there you go. You know, it's the same thing. And like I said, wear your masks. You go to the gym, wear your mask. I don't understand why for the gym, gloves are mandatory, but a mask isn't. You're not going to get COVID if you touch something. You're going to get COVID if you inhale something. And I mean, I do go to the gym like once a week right now because, you know, I just don't feel comfortable there. But the two gyms I've gone to, AC is full blast. So say for example, if I have it and I cough, it's going to travel more than 6 feet. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm telling you. If you can, wear your mask at the gym. It's safer because, like I said, that's how you're going to get it. And I doubt people are staying 6 feet away. So, I mean, if you're not, you're going to be with your little group. Like I said, wear a mask. If you say, oh, my little group hasn't been with anybody else, it's just us. Okay, that's fine. But the people working out next to you, you don't know what they're doing, where, you know, stuff like that. So that's my advice to you guys is wear your mask, wash your hands. If you guys need to go to the ER, go to the ER. Like I said, some people, they're not going because they're like, oh, I don't know if I should go or not. If you think it's an emergency, go. Because people have been waiting and then they're worse by the time, you know, because they've been waiting, oh, I don't want to go. 2 3 days later pass by and now they're worse, and then they end up getting admitted, and it's just, you know, then you can't go visit them. And it's sad, it's very very sad telling people, no, I'm sorry, you can't go visit your grandma or you can't go visit your grandpa. And you know, it breaks my heart, but it just comes with working in the medical field. But like I said, guys, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, wear your masks. You're responsible for your own health. If a gym says, oh, you don't have to wear a mask, if a store says you don't have to, it's not their responsibility to take care of your health. I know it sounds bad. It's not the government's responsibility to take care of your health. It's your responsibility to take care of your health. Okay? So hopefully you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.